side, what is still to do? I know that's an interesting question because it's business, but a lot of this negotiation is happening in plain sight. So from your side, what's happening and where are you at with these negotiations? Is everything on your side agreed?
Yeah, it's very simple. We've been negotiating for so many months. We went through all the small issues, bigger issues, large issues, whatever. So it's all done already. It's been done actually several weeks ago. But the one thing that was pending was Tyson's consent, which is still pending. Though he claims he's ready and he pretends training like theatrical performances with Parker doing some exercises. Doesn't look convincing, but it's still the case.
If I was to push you on how confident you are that this fight happens, and you gave me a percentage that this fight happens in April, how confident are you? 50%? More than 50%? I mean, we're doing percentages now, aren't we? You might as well give us one.
Okay, so I'm not really confident that this fight gonna happen on April 29th. I will be surprised if it takes place. But if it takes place, I will be really happy. Because this is the biggest thing Usyk wants, the baddest thing he wants in his life, to unify the belts in the heavyweight division, the second division in his career.
So if it doesn't happen, I mean, I'm picking up on what you're saying there. If you're not confident that it happens in April, are you confident it happens in June, which was the other date that was mentioned? Or do you move on to different targets now, Hrgović or Dubois or any other name?
We never mentioned anything like June or August. It's never been under discussion. So Usyk was very clear in his message. April 29th, I accept 70-30. So
what's good, family? It's your man, the YB, back once again. Big shout out to my doggy, Eric Jameson, for coming through and boosting up the coin. So, we just heard there from Team Usyk, and this is very important to appreciate, people. Yeah? A lot of you Fury Man fans think it's not relevant. Oh, YB. I mean, TalkSport, even though Fury went in and roasted the clowns, oh, it's only the rematch clause. Why don't you just roll over on that as well? People don't appreciate it. It's been 4 months. I've been saying, I hate to say it, but I've been saying this. It's been 4 months of negotiations. All the little bits was done. Yeah? When people are stuck, Fury was stuck on the split and or the amount. That was the only issue. Now, anyone who knows anything about business knows that when you have critical failure points, like a split, like an amount, you leave that, you say, okay, listen, we've got a big tumbling block here. Let's get all the little bits done first. And that's what's happened here. Not my opinion. Krasic told you, it was all done. And that's why it's a big shock now. Oh, let's change the rematch clause. We'd already negotiated that. People, this isn't the case of, well, YB, the fight was only mentioned a week ago. No, this fight has been on, or in the works, for 4 months. That means the verbiage and the language and the pages of legal BS. Don't forget again, Team Fury said in December, I had people commenting, telling me, YB, stop spreading fake news about the fight cancelled. Frank Warren had sent a contract. How do you think they sent a contract if things weren't languaged out already? It was. That's the point I'm making. All the rematch BS was all languaged out. The only issue was the money Tyson Fury wanted on a split and or nominal basis. That was the only thing missing. Again, we never heard no problems about, well, YB. We could have heard in December. It could have leaked in December, well, YB. Fury wants the rematch clause and Usyk doesn't. Or vice versa. We didn't hear any of that because there wasn't any of that. Tyson Fury now, after having 4 months of legal language established, he wants to now backtrack and change this and change that. It's fugazi. And again, like Team Usyk, just to clarify for us, the only thing missing right now is Tyson Fury's say-so. Nothing else. All Tyson Fury has to do, the same thing that was missing in December, when Usyk signed the Saudi deal. Don't forget that, people. Usyk signed the Saudi deal. I've got a video coming soon. Team Fury let slip. Usyk signed the Saudi deal, and they didn't. Oops. Yeah? So don't tell me, no, please don't, no one ever tell me again about, oh, Fury's not scared and Fury this, Fury that. Listen, Fury had a record amount of money to make for his career in the Saudis. Usyk signed it. In fact, scrap if it was a record or not. Usyk signed and Fury didn't. What does that tell you? That ain't scary. People say, oh, but it's why, but it's not fear, it's more to do with greed. Well, I don't care what you call it. Because guess what? What we know is, let's do the maths here. Fury fought Chisora for less money than he got paid to fight Usyk, or was offered by the Saudis to fight Usyk. That in itself is a proof of scariness. Yeah? Why are you prepared to fight the 10-1 or the 100-1 fight for less money? And now their fight's got more difficult and you're pulling out and not signing. That makes no sense. What fixes that equation is scariness. Fury was not prepared to take that risk for that level of compensation. The only thing that fixes that is because you're scary. It's not like people, Fury was taking, it took Fury ages to negotiate with Chisora. No, he'd jump in the ring with Chisora. He'd jump in the ring with Tom, what's that guy's name? All the different bums it's fought, he'd jump in there. We never hear no problems with the bums. AJ fight problems, Wilder 3 fight problems, Usyk fight problems. So again, just for all you Fury cornballs out there, the fight's not on, and the only reason it's not on is because Tyson Fury has not put pen to paper. It really is that simple, people. Everything else has been negotiated, everything else has been done. All Fury has to do is come along and sign his name. Usyk has already agreed to 7. Do you understand how a lot of you man don't appreciate how it's disgraceful. Usyk is cucking himself. Facts. Big facts. Usyk is prepared to cuck himself to the world just to get his chance to get in Tyson Fury knickers. And he's happy to do so. And still, Tyson's scary. Don't want to put pen to paper. Yeah? What's that about? Call it, YB, no fighters are scared. I don't care what you call it. And I treat myself the same way, I'm telling you now. If I ever act like this, you best believe I'm scared. Or you best believe there's something not quite right, innit? At the very least, let's call it that. And I've said before, I can't explain why Tyson Fury does this, but he does this consistently. And I've also always said, to be fair to Fury, he may do all to play the games. If Tyson Fury gets in the ring, I still back him to beat Usyk. The fight's a lot closer now. Before I had Fury blowing him out, but I still back him to beat Usyk. So cut the, YB, you're hating. I'm not hating at all. I give Fury credit. Once the bell goes, he turns up, but getting him to get into the bell bit, it's like, I don't know, it's like trying to sell sand to the Saudis. That's what it's like. Trying to get this guy in the ring. I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen more of a drama queen in my life. But at the end of the day, people, Usyk called his bluff. Fury wasn't in camp. He said himself, my first day in camp. He wasn't in camp, had no intention of taking this fight. And they knew, bear in mind people, Team Usyk, 24 hours before Team Usyk publicly called Fury's bluff, Team Usyk, and I actually believe this is the reason, people don't realise the timeline here. Team Usyk came out and for months it had been quiet. Last week I think it was, Krasiuk, this man here, went on a string of interviews, and in one of the very last interviews before Fury came out and offered the 70-30, Krasiuk said, and I actually since have criticised him for saying this, but he basically said, listen, it's 50-50 or 60-40 to the winner, or we walk away. Krasiuk said that statement, and I think that gassed Fury up. Fury thought, okay, yeah. And to be fair, they weren't lying. Up until that point, Krasiuk had been strong. But Krasiuk had also said, we haven't heard about what Tyson Fury wants for the last 4 months. Now, I'm not so sure about how that makes sense, but still, that's Krasiuk said, it's 50-50 or 60-40, but we haven't even heard a demand from Fury. But to me, that made no sense. But anyway, that was his position. 2-2s. Fury then comes out with a 70-30, in my belief, having heard, they're, you know what I mean? Team Usyk have shown they're really willing to. It's almost like Usyk have lured Fury out. Fury isn't telling us an offer he wants, so let's just, you know what I mean? Team Usyk came out, there's no way we'll be doing less than 60-40 to the winner. Fury comes out thinking that, I've got a backstop. If I come out and say 70-30, there's no way they're taking it. And hence, I can then say, well, you ducked and I'm the A side and whatever else. And a big oopsie doopsie. Fury had no intention. And that's why I got videos coming soon. Fury's been so bitter. You can really taste the snare. Yeah, we've all seen Fury's rant videos before, but Fury really has malice and snare. You sneaky this, you sneaky rabbit, you sneaky gappy too. You know what I mean? Proper like, he's really venomous about it. And that's because Fury isn't used to taking L's. And these guys, yes, ultimately speaking, if the fight goes ahead, Fury will financially cut these dons. But in the public's view, and to be honest, if Fury doesn't go ahead with this fight, then Team Usyk have played a blinder. They've completely exposed Rome down to its core. It won't get any worse than this for Tyson Fury, and I think that's part of the reason why he's conveniently disappeared now. He's signed off from social media. He knows what's coming. He knows a big flop is coming, and he don't want to be anywhere near it. He don't want you to trust me. It's all well and good jumping on the video. This, that, the other. Yeah, it's all well and good jumping on the video when you've got Frank Warren, he's been covering for Tyson Fury. Yeah, let's not forget, people. Team Fury have never come out and told us that, well, actually it's Tyson Fury that's clogging it all up, which is the God's honest truth. So Frank Warren, Frank Warren, at the same time this video today came out of Krasik saying we're still waiting for Tyson Fury to put pen to paper. Frank Warren saying, yeah, the fight gets done and this, that, the other, apples and pears. Do you understand? Now maybe I'm wrong. But again, look at Krasik. The man involved. He's involved, people. He knows. Don't take my word for it. The man involved has told you. Yeah, I don't think it happens. Because guess what? Team Usyk, it's all done for them. They've done their part. They've bent over. They've grabbed their ankles for 70-30. And I ain't trying to hear nothing else from no one else about no rematch clause. That was done. If you had a problem with a rematch clause, Fury, as I've said many times over the last few days, he could have come out and said, Usyk, it's 70-30, no rematch clause. Final offer. Yeah? Fury didn't have that problem. He said 70-30, take it or leave it. Usyk took it, and actually, no, that's not how it works, people. We don't spend 4 months negotiating things, have it all in writing, agree to your split, which was the linchpin issue, and then we start going back and changing this, changing that. No, that's what we don't do. That's what we're not going to do. It's all done. All you got to do now is put pen to paper on 70-30. Guess what, people? It's been a few days now. If Fury was going to put pen to paper on 70-30, he'd have been done that, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Again, Team Usyk say he ain't going to do it. I agree, he ain't going to do it. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, people. The fight ain't happened, it's off. It's been off. Smash the like button, subscribe, and lick off the bell 100%.